As I stated, this evening we will have our topic of Veterans Day. And I thought it was so appropriate. I could not recognize or go and not recognize the fact that this important holiday is coming up, especially because of our soldiers and the heinous crimes that some of them have encountered. So we definitely need to give them recognition and acknowledgement. Who would like to be the first person to come up and try one of the questions that I have this evening? I made sure that the questions were something that we could all relate to. So I don't want you to feel that they would be open-ended.
Welcome guests and fellow Toastmasters. It asks, Veterans Day is Thursday, November 11th. Yes. Thank you. I want to confirm that. How do you plan to spend your day on Veterans Day? Never really thought about it. I will be spending it working. I do work for ADP. ADP is open. But this year, with this table topics subject, makes me think about all the men and women overseas, in Afghanistan, those on the ships, those on the ground. And I appreciate what they're doing there, because I wouldn't want to be in their place. So I will be remembering them, praying for them, making sure they're safe, and appreciating everything they do. Thank you. This is a hard one, isn't it?
You want to do this way?
No, she's good.
I
No, I don't know. It's okay.
Come on, you're a champion.
You've been selected to serve our country, fellow Toastmasters and guests. You've been selected to serve our country, but you were looking for a good excuse to get out of it. Please tell us what you would say. That's awful. I will tell you what I would say very briefly. Could a girl get out of it by saying it was that time of the month? And if you say it to a man, right? Maybe. Are you taping this? Maybe that would work. So all the soldiers, they'd get embarrassed and say, fine, scoot off, right? Like you would do when it was your gym teacher in high school. You didn't want to run around the gym. True story, though, is that we have a friend. I have a very close friend. And he goes to, he's been going to Afghanistan for the past many years, every couple of years comes home for a stint. And our excuse for him is, let us kick you in the leg, let us do something, let's beat you up. So when he comes home, we all kind of try and have drinks with him and shove him around really good and hard, see if we can break something to get out of going back there, back to war. But on a very serious note, I'm very appreciative of everybody that's there, like Deb said, and after speaking to my friend and other soldiers, how proud they are of themselves and how much they believe in this country and believe in all the initiatives that sometimes to us as Americans seem so weak when somebody like me gets angry and says, why does he have to go over there and fight? So, that's it. Thank you.
Masters and fellow guests. My question is, tell us about someone close to you, family or friend, who was a vet. And this is a perfect question because every Veterans Day is very special to me because my father is a veteran of World War II. And I didn't understand how special that was actually until I saw the movie Private Ryan, which my guess is I probably watched the first 20 minutes of that movie through my hands, and then I cried for the rest. And then I cried for the next 3 days. And it amazed me that my dad actually faced many situations like that when he traveled through the South Pacific. That's where he served, making his way to Japan. And he tells me of how he and all his fellow soldiers were waiting. The next thing to do was to invade Japan, and they were waiting whether or not to get that order. So as heinous an act as it was to drop the atomic bomb in Japan, it saved my father's life and many, many other soldiers who were waiting to invade. So I'm very grateful. And every Veterans Day, I do make it a note to either see my father, or send him an email, or call him and let him know how grateful I am for what he's done for our country. Thank you.
Thank you.
As the United States Armed Forces are, in a sense, a volunteer armed forces, people of different ages are pretty much plucked from their regular lives, and they have to give up everything they have, their occupation, their families, the people they find dear, and embrace a reality that maybe they signed up for in theory, but never imagined that they would actually be involved in. People who go to the military because they want to fund their education, or they find the training environment stimulating, and suddenly we find ourselves not in one war, but in two. So I'm not sure that there is a good age to serve in the armed forces. I personally also served in the armed forces, but not here, but in Israel. And over there, the difference is that people don't really have a choice. And you go and serve in the military when you're 18. So you go from an existence of being a student in high school, and from that regiment, from hopefully a good home, you go and suddenly you have to become an adult overnight. You give up your regular life and you're 18 and you know absolutely nothing, and you learn your new reality very fast, very quickly. So you have to mature pretty much overnight, because otherwise you get into serious trouble. So again, the answer to that, I don't think there's a good age.
Thank you.